Have you ever wondered what secrets lie hidden within the walls of an abandoned asylum? Join us as we explore a chilling place where the past refuses to die and uncover the unsettling truths that haunt its decaying halls. This abandoned asylum is more than just a creepy building. It's a portal to a dark and twisted history. Witness the chilling stories of its past residents and feel the eerie energy that still lingers within its crumbling walls. But be warned, this place is not for the faint of heart. The spirits that roam these halls are restless, and the shadows that dance in the corners may just hold more than meets the eye. Will you dare to step inside and face the horrors that await, or will you turn back and leave this dark chapter of history undisturbed? The year was 1891 when the doors of this imposing brick structure first opened, admitting its first patients into the care of Dr. Bartholomew and his dedicated staff. For nearly 7 decades, this institution stood as a beacon of hope for those in need of treatment for their ailments, which in those days were shrouded in secrecy and misunderstanding. Now, the stories of what went on inside these 4 walls are enough to send shivers down your spine. Imagine the despair of being locked away from the outside world, stripped of your identity and reduced to a number. Some patients were subjected to inhumane practices and left to wander the halls in a perpetual state of confusion and anguish. Others found solace in the routine, finding purpose in the mundane tasks assigned to them by the doctors. As the years passed, the asylum fell into disrepair, becoming a symbol of societal neglect and the dark side of medical experimentation. In 1959, the doors were closed for the final time and the patients were transferred elsewhere, leaving behind a legacy of pain and suffering. But the asylum doesn't just hold memories of its patients. The staff who worked here were also affected by the darkness within these walls, grappling with the ethical dilemmas of their work and the emotional toll it took on their own mental health. And now we invite you to step inside and experience the asylum for yourself. Can you feel the weight of the past pressing down on you? As you walk through the empty halls, listen closely. Can you hear the whispers of the tormented souls who once walked these very same corridors? The asylum is a labyrinth of despair, with each room holding its own horrors. The padded walls of the solitary confinement rooms are a grim reminder of the cruel practices that took place here. The operating theater is a chilling spectacle, where the instruments of torture and lobotomy are on display, hinting at the horrific procedures that were performed here. Even the seemingly mundane staff quarters are tainted by the darkness, with the employees' personal belongings strewn about as if they vanished into thin air. And then there are the patient rooms, each one a microcosm of madness. The beds are stripped, the chairs are overturned, and the walls are covered in graffiti, a testament to the torment of those who once resided here. But perhaps the most disturbing feature of the asylum is the morgue, where the bodies of those who died within the institution were kept before being shipped out. The stench of decay still lingers in the air, and the rusted metal shelves are a stark reminder of the countless lives that were lost here. Here we come across a photograph dating back to 1905, showing a group of smartly dressed gentlemen standing proudly in front of the asylum. Who are these men, and what brings them to this desolate place? As we gaze at their stern faces, we can't help but wonder about their connection to the asylum and the secrets they might be hiding. One man stands out from the rest, his piercing gaze and military bearing suggesting a man of authority. Could he be the asylum superintendent, overseeing the operations of this grim institution? Or perhaps he's a member of the board of trustees, responsible for the welfare of the patients. The other men are less distinguished, their clothing suggesting that they are either staff members or volunteers who come to visit the asylum. Their presence hints at the social stigma surrounding mental illness at the time, as well as the efforts made to improve the lives of those afflicted with it. As we continue our exploration of the asylum, we stumble upon a name carved into one of the window sills. The inscription reads, R.I.P. Mary, along with a heart and the year 1912. Who was Mary, and how did she meet her untimely demise? Was she a patient who lost her battle with mental illness? Or did she fall victim to the harsh treatments employed by the asylum staff? The inscription serves as a somber reminder of the human cost of institutionalization and the desperate need for compassion and understanding in the face of mental illness. In the basement of the abandoned asylum, we discover a chilling sight, a set of shackles bolted to the floor. These were used to restrain patients, some as young as 12 years old, and subjected them to horrific experiments. The mere sight of these instruments of torture sends shivers down our spine and serves as a grim reminder of the dark history of this abandoned building. But there is more to these shackles than meets the eye. Each chain and lock tells the story of a tormented soul, a victim of a system that valued control over compassion. We can't help but wonder how many patients were subjected to such cruel treatment, their cries for help echoing through the empty halls of this abandoned asylum. These shackles are more than just relics of a dark past. They are a symbol of the inhumane practices that were carried out in the name of science and progress. They are a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and a reminder that we must never repeat the mistakes of the past. But the story doesn't end there. We soon discover a hidden message carved into the wall beside the shackles, a desperate plea from one of the asylum's victims. The inscription reads, "Please help me," and it's a heartbreaking reminder of the humanity that existed behind these cold, hard walls. It is a chilling testament to the power of trauma and the lasting impact it can have on those who experience it. What secrets do you think this abandoned asylum is hiding? What stories do you want to hear from the people who dared to enter its doors? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more terrifying tales from abandoned places.